Hello everybody, welcome to Dota Overexplained. In this video, I will explain how LGD avoids getting absolutely obliterated by reading one small detail in a team fight against Boom. Not only that, because of that small detail, they end up absolutely destroying Boom in a team fight. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here Boom gets dewarded, and then Yopaj decides to go on the enemy triangle, which is LGD's triangle, and here he goes on the enchantress and he ends up dying for it. And after that you can see that LGD is going to chase the Dazzle, and when doing that this all happens. They go in, Monkey ult gets ruined, Dazzle dies, and LGD basically ends up killing 4 of Boom's heroes. So when you see it from here, it seems quite normal that it went as it should. But if you go back and dig deeper, I can assure you this fight could have gone way worse for LGD and could have actually been in favor of Boon. Now I will explain how LGD managed to avoid that by noticing this very tiny yet game-changing detail. So if we go back here, you will see Yopaj ends up feeding here. We're going through this again just to explain further, and then they chase Dazzle. So at this point, this is where it gets interesting. Like if you see the Dazzle's movements, like look at how he's moving, right? He's going back and then he turns back, right? And at the same moment, look at how LGD is going to move. Like look at how they're moving. Like they instantly go back because they understand that this Dazzle is trying to bait them in. And if they keep on moving like they did, this Monkey who's standing here, if we see it from the enemy perspective, he's about to ult. And then after ult, they would get 4-man stunned, which they avoid. And not only that, Shaker manages to blink in because of how he went back in the first place, and then he gets on top of Dazzle. This allows LGD to not get 4-man stunned, and the ult goes on DP only, which doesn't really matter. And not only that, Zinq manages to stun both Dazzle and Doom, which allows Doom to not able to cast like Doom on anyone. So this leads to LGD absolutely obliterating this team fight. So if we go back here again, let's just imagine from this perspective that Monkey King manages to land a 4-man stun here. Then what happens, right? At this point, if Monkey King, like Monkey doesn't have this vision right now. He's trying, like if he sees Monkey's perspective, he didn't have that vision before. They just find the ward right now, so he can't really see and stun this far in. So he's just waiting for them to come to the high ground together so that he can land a 4-man stun into Wukong. And Dazzle is just baiting that. But LGD knows that, even though they have no vision. If you see it from their perspective, they have no vision on this. So they go back a bit and they reposition themselves. And this, what happens is that if they don't do that, they get 4-man stunned into Monkey Wukong. And after that, Doom will just use Doom on DP. And this guy cannot blink on Dazzle as he did. And then Dazzle doesn't die. And after that, Dazzle can use the spells to save someone. There's a 4-man ult plus stun on the LGD heroes. Then there's Doom on DP. And not only that, there's FBZ coming from the left side on Weno who can use his ult. So I'm like pretty 100% sure that LGD loses this fight if they don't do this one thing. Like look at this thing that they do here. Like this is absolutely beautiful, right? Like if you see it from their perspective, like look at this movement. Like the way they go back, because they fucking know that they're gonna get absolutely dumpster there if they do that. And then this leads to that, and boom, LGD just wins. This is what makes them the king of team fights. You know, like you cannot, it's very hard to beat this team when they notice these small details so perfectly well. So yeah, this was pretty much it. This is what makes LGD super good, and it was pretty interesting to me, so I thought maybe I should share it with you guys as well. Let me know what you think about it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.